right? Okay. So tonight we are talking about how to make the first move in bed. As simple as it sounds, it's something that is causing a lot of problem for a lot of couples. And like I said on Tuesday, I've said so much on Tuesday, and I'm not going to be going into all of that. I'm just going to be going straight into things you could do, steps you could make to make the first move without looking awkward or without feeling funny. All right. Now, whether you are a man or a woman, making the first move is actually very important when it comes to the art of love making. Now, I remember like last week I explained to you, I mean on Tuesday, I explained to you why it seems as if men actually make more of the moves. But women need to understand. But women need to understand that if you don't make the move, what you do is make your partner um, feel unwanted. Now, every time, and it's very terrible because now there is something about, let me not even go to that. But the point is, because ego is very important for men, and men's sexuality is attached to their ego. Now, so that ego need to be in place for lovemaking to be okay, for the man to be able to perform very well. He need to feel like he's doing something. He need to feel like he's making impact. This scorecard must be high for him. So if every time he's trying to make love to you, he is the only one asking. It's so bad that so many men has to beg. It's so common in Nigeria. Men that if some has to cry, kneel down and be crying and be begging their wife, please now, and the woman will be saying no. It's so bad that some has to pay. Some has to pay for it. This is not movies. This is real life. I've had series of issues like this, people that I've dealt with in the past. You know, the man has to pay. I think there was a particular one, there's a certain amount of money. In fact, by the time they came for therapy, the man was like, I don't want to pay before making love to her. It's like she doesn't care. I mean, it's I don't know, maybe 45,000 or something. There's actually a standard amount of money that the husband has to give her every time he want to make love to her. So what does that mean? It means that for her, lovemaking is like hard work. It's like a job. It's like work. It's not interesting. So pay me for the work I'm doing for you. So this thing is like a cycle. But I will come to that. But the truth is, for men, because it's men desire sex more, which I've explained all of that on Tuesday. And every time he keep begging, he keep asking, he keep making the first move. After some time, the man will be feeling like he's not doing anything. And you won't be surprised that after some time, the man will be feeling like, maybe I don't even know how to do it. As soon as a man start feeling like maybe she's not even enjoying it, maybe I'm not even doing it right, as soon as a man start feeling like that, you won't be surprised. Some of you that are calling me for erectile dysfunction problem, erectile dysfunction issues, it could, in fact, a whole lot of time, it starts from a woman, it starts from a feelings or this feeling of rejection, feelings of not knowing if he's doing it the right way, feelings of not feeling fulfilled after making love to a woman. And the next time he's coming to make love, is thinking, I don't even know now. I don't know if she's enjoying it. I don't know if I'm doing it right. That could be the beginning of your erectile dysfunction problem. Go and trace the history. So many of you, in fact, if you could solve that problem, you could actually, a lot of people that are calling me for erectile dysfunction issue, you could actually solve some of this problem. All right. So now you make your partner feel incapable, unwanted every time is the only one asking. And don't even think, even though it's more common with men asking, it's also happening to women. Do you want to talk about women of 5 years, 10 years in marriage that the husband would never ask? And the woman has to beg, babe, please now, come now. And the man will be saying, I'm tired, I have a headache. I've seen series of, you will be shocked. Normally we think it's all about men. Women are begging as well. Some men will not make love to their wife for months, for years. And it's not like they are asexual. People are asexual are people who doesn't want to make love. I mean, if you're asexual, don't get married. Don't put somebody, be sleeping and be waking up with the opposite sex, and you are not going to touch the person. It's ruin marriages. It destroy marriages. A lot of marriages are at the point of divorce. Some have actually packed up just because of making the first move in bed, as simple as it sounds, because the partner is feeling incapable, unwanted, and maybe not useful. All right. Now, so how do we solve this problem, especially in this part of the world where making the first move for a woman could be more difficult? I think the first thing we need to let it be clear to couples is it is okay to be naughty. Husband and wife, you don't have alternative to your partners. You don't have anywhere you are going to go to and have orgasm. You don't have anybody to turn to and have sex and enjoy this sex. I don't know if they make love in heaven, because some of us are so religious, and maybe you are thinking, I don't think there will be husband and wife when you get to heaven. I used to tell people, if you get to heaven, I think you are going to bear your name, your own name. Everybody is going to stand. There's nothing like Mrs. Okoigari or Dr. Okoigari. It's going to be Tolulope. So I think you need to make the best of the opportunity you have and use this gift. Sex is not a bad thing. Making love and enjoying it to the fullest is not wrong. African, we need to get this. Married couple, we need to get this. It is high time, and that is the first thing I'm talking about, to make the first move. But I need to make this statement very clear, that the two of you need to be comfortable. You need to be comfortable in your own skin. You need to understand that it is okay to be naughty. It is okay for lovemaking to be dirty. It doesn't have to be all clean. It is okay to sweat. It's okay to have the sweat, I don't want to use certain words, but I'm trying to be careful on here. But it is okay to have all the fluid, let me call it that way. So wherever the fluid is coming from, it is okay to mess up with it. It is okay for the bed sheet to be messed up. It is okay for lovemaking to be naughty and dirty. So it is okay for you to be yourself. This is your husband. This is your wife. It doesn't make you cheap. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a prostitute. For crying out loud. Relax. Relax. Explore and be ready to be yourself. Stop all this thing. If I ask now, she will think I'm always asking. If I ask now, he will think I'm a prostitute. If I ask now, he will think I'm men. And I think we are beginning. I don't know. Sometimes there are certain things that I feel like we should have been living that. What do I call it? Civilization should have taken that away from us, say in Nigeria, for example. But I just noticed that I'm shocked to see that. Most time I'm always shocked to see that things that I actually think that everybody knows. I'll be sure that, in fact, 95% doesn't even know. So I didn't want to say this, but I think men also need to understand that it is okay for a woman, if she can't even loosen up. I've said it severally on this show. If a woman cannot loosen up, you can't enjoy sex with her. She needs to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is take me, have me, do with me or whatever you want to do with me. A woman needs to get to that point to enjoy sex. And she can't get to that point if she keep holding back. I don't want him to think I'm bad. I don't want him to think I'm loose. She can. So that is the first thing you need to understand when we are talking about how to make move in with the first move in bed. I think if that is clear, it's going to be very easy for couples to at least be themselves and be able to make the move anytime you want to. So I'm going to be giving you like 12 things you could do. Hopefully, there are different things. I mean, these things actually are not casted on stones, right? You know, you should actually understand yourself as couples and work with what works for you. But at the same time, these are things that you could use to make the first move. And my number one is to be spontaneous. All right. It is not all the time that you give signs or you say something just because you want to make love. You know, it could just be watching TV. If you are lucky and the kids are not around and you are home alone, the two of you, could just be watching TV. You could walk up to him and just loosen his belt and sit on him on the chair. You could be spontaneous. You don't need to, like, okay, babe, you don't need to do all the signals, all the winking, all the texting, all the, there are different things that people use. There's one that says, I was reading about today, I think a very funny one, about how a particular couple used to give themselves sign when they want to make love. I think you say, I don't know, I can't remember. Very funny. People use different things that work for them. But to make the first move, in fact, you don't even need to think about it. Just be spontaneous about it, all right? Do it. Man, you can do it when she's not expecting it. Probably she's in the kitchen, she's cooking. Just walk up to her and, grab. And women, you see, women love when you touch. You don't go directly to love making. When you don't put all your concentration on the vagina, women love it. So if you can just take your time and just, come from the back, and when she's not expecting it, maybe she's wearing skirt, just raise it up when she's not thinking about it. Be spontaneous, all right? Just make sure you are safe from intruders. The kids are not around. And, your environment is safe whenever you are trying to be spontaneous, all right? Maybe you could do it, when she's bathing, when she's cooking, when she's in the kitchen, you could just walk up to her. Or maybe when he's lying down, or when he's cooking as well, or when he's just watching the news, you could just walk up to him and just pull his clothes and just start something. Be spontaneous. Spontaneity is very, very important to spice up sex life in marriage. And this is a very good way to make the first move without even talking or winking or doing anything. That's number one. Number two, drop some hints. Drop some hints. Like, for example, if you are the type that use lubricants, or you use some, props, let me put it that way, that, some toppings, so some props, some kind of lubricant. You use stuffs when you are making love. If you are creative with love making and you use all of that, you could actually drop those things. Probably he knows that, or she knows that every time you want to make love, probably you make use of a particular stuff. Maybe let me use lubricant as an example. So you know that when you want to make love, lubricant is always something that is always handy. So you could actually drop it, so probably the bed is well laid, and then when she's entering the house, she's seeing the lubricant on the bed. So the next thing she's thinking is, I think this man wants something. Or, okay, if you have a very special laundry that you wear during the act of love making, maybe there's so many like tongues. I don't know, so many couples in Nigeria. I don't know if they use all of that, but even if it's just your lingerie, you have a very lovely one that probably whenever you want to make love, you always wear that. And of course, I even want to say that to women tonight. It's something I really want to talk to you about briefly. When you get married, I think I remember I was talking about loyalty to a vagina about last week, and that reminds me to talk about this, that whenever when you are married to someone 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, it is not too okay to keep your body exposed. The boobs are everywhere, the vagina is everywhere, the man is seeing it morning, afternoon, every time it's on his face. For a woman, it's not okay. It's not too good, all right? So even while you are making love, if it's possible, you could have, there are lingeries that you could actually have, especially made for love making, so that even when you are making love, instead of staying naked, even if they might not cover you properly, but they could still cover the private. It gives a kind of specialty, to your body. So don't leave your body all exposed all the time. Every time the man is seeing it, the man is seeing. After some time, the man will have nothing to look forward to. So even during the act of love making, you could get some. There are some tongues, there are some special pants and like top. Even if it's all these I'm looking for the one that is something a common word now, like all this bra top. You could have the one that matches with the pants, and when you want to make love, you can wear them. It's very easy for you to shift them and put them back, so that you don't lie down just naked and the man is keep looking. So the point is, so if you have something like that, maybe a pants, a bra top and a what do you call it now, a G-string and a bra top, easy to remove, easy to, very tiny clothes that are easy to fling when you want to make love. So if you have stuff like that, you could lay them gently on the bed, lay them gently. So when the man is coming in, he see that thing on the bed, he's feeling like, okay, something is going to happen tonight. All right. So drop some hints. That's the point. Number 3, find a natural way to verbalize your intention. All right. Making the first move shouldn't always be indirect. You could actually make direct moves. All right. You could verbalize your intention. That's another way to make it. Doesn't have to always be like drop some hints and wink at him, send this, do this. You could also verbalize your intention. You could walk up to him and say, babe, can I just kiss you? You could walk up to him, babe, I think the way, you could look at her and say, like, these nipples is like they're calling me. Look for a comfortable way to verbalize your intention. Be comfortable to be able to say certain things to each other. You are one body. All right. Number 4, master the art of talking dirty. Is very close to number 3. All right. It's not only when you are actually making love that you talk dirty. All right. You could actually talk dirty even when you are planning. You can use it as a mean of making moves. All right. Like something similar to my number 3 point, like, babe, look like these tilts are calling me. Or like, babes, I'm sensing an erection, You could talk dirty. You could I'm getting wet, You could talk dirty. You could master the art of talking dirty and use that as an opportunity, to get his or her attention. Number 5, you could send messages on phone. This one is very, very easy, you could send something like, when he's at work or when she's at work, like, babe, come get me when you are home, So as the guy is walking in, like, telling him, when you get home, walking straight to the bedroom, come and get me when you are home. You could send text messages like, babe, you could, if possible, if you are the type that can sexting, you could do it, but you don't need to, like, now snap all your boobs or all your privates, and but you could, if you are wearing a very lovely lingerie, you can snap it, and it's more, it carries more weight when you don't even reveal the real thing. So, like, you don't put all your breasts or all your vagina and snap it and send to your husband, or your penis and send to your wife. Instead of doing that, you could put some things, if you are the type that have the 6-pack, you can just snap it and, like, babe, I'm right here waiting for you. And if you are the type that have very lovely lingeries, you can snap yourself in your lingerie. Probably hide your face. It's always good to keep your face away from anything you are sending through the phone. Keep your face away, and as much as possible, still keep the private, and just send to him, babe, see what is waiting for you at home. So send text messages, all right? And it's not like the man is going to share, but as much as possible, it's not like the woman is going to share. As much as possible, you could try and keep your face away, all right? So you can do it with words, you can do it with picture. You can send him picture like, babe, I'm wet and I'm waiting for you. You can, like, send, babe, my heart done is killing me and I can't wait to have you at home. Text message is a very easy way. Even if you are together at home, even if you are sitting together, it's a very easy way to, for those who are always finding it difficult to verbalize their intention, texting is a very easy way to say it. So probably you're even sitting beside each other, pick your phone and send them text and say, babe, pick your phone and look at it. And then you walk in and the man knows, or the woman has gotten the message. Very easy, very, very easy. Number 6, take your kissing to another level. All right. Now, I've talked about how to kiss. I mean, how to talk, what was that topic? How to, I've forgotten, a proper French kiss. Mastering the art of a proper French kiss. I talked about it on this show. Right. Now, if you master your kissing skill, if you master your kissing skill, it's going to be very, very easy to send signals when you want to make love. Because people could actually come from kissing. All right. So when you want to make love to someone and you don't want to tell the person, you just warm up to the person. If you really know how to French kiss, you know, sometimes kissing could be a turn off if you are not good. It could be a total turn off. But if you are good, you know how to kiss. As you are moving in closer, you know, with your kissing, you look. I don't want to go into teaching about kissing. You know, let me leave that. But you know how to kiss properly. By the time your mouth is touching the person, you know when you are kissing, when you are doing a proper French kiss, like I said, I've talked about it on this show, your hands, in fact, every part of your body is involved. When you are kissing, by the time you are moving closer, and even if you are a man you want from a woman, or you're a woman that you want it from your man, if you know how to kiss properly, the person will be shaking already. You know, you kiss the person to a level where you don't even need to ask for sex again, because kissing has given him a crazy erection or has made that wet already. So you don't even need to ask. So if you are finding it difficult to make the first move when it comes to love making, probably mastering the art of kissing could help you to solve your problem. Because when you kiss properly, things move to the next level without hesitation. Without hesitation. That's why when some people ask me, Dr. Tolu, we don't want to have sex, but can we kiss? I tell them, did you know what it means to kiss? Because if you know how to kiss, things are going to move to the next level. So master your art of kissing and save yourself the headache of how do I make the first move. Number 7, master the art of flirting. And then people get so comfortable after marriage, and flirting becomes something they don't do again. You know, you don't want to flirt with each other because you're already married. Okay? So everybody is now mommy and daddy. You know, mommy or daddy, or like I usually say. Now, every woman must learn the art of flirting. Even men should learn it. And as a woman, it's good that you have upper hands in this case, right? You know, I talked about it briefly on Tuesday. You know, there are stuff you could do, one finger in your mouth, stylishly patting your legs when you are pantless, you know, and, you know, this thing, if you don't master it, you might look awkward, actually. But if you master it, you know, there's a way you do it. The message is being passed across immediately. Learn how to flirt. Learn how to, like, give him a look or give her a look that will send the message across straight. Make some moves. You know, there are some body moves that you make that the person will get the language. Learn to flirt. Just master the art of flirting. I'm looking for the right way to explain that, but I see I have like 4 or 5 points to talk about. Then and then my number 8 point is majorly to the ladies. You know, you should be able to bring out your freaking side once in a while. You know, take charge, be demanding, be naughty. You know, grab him and tell him, babe, I want you once in a while. You know, you could tell him to get on his knee and climb on top. It's not just say, babe, can you get on your knee and just climb on top? It's not too much. You know, be naughty. You know, bring out your freaky side once in a while, all right? You know, you could we are talking about how to make the first move, you know. So I'm talking about what this point is saying. You should in fact, let me just call it very close to what I said in the beginning of this show. Be naughty, you know, like bring out your freaky side. Don't be the gentle. Sincerely speaking, I've said it severally on this show. Every man, this one speaks a whole lot to women. Every man, you see, forget all those things they are telling you. That's a fact. The way men are wired, sexiness attracts men. Sexiness attracts men. There's no two way about it. So all these things they are telling you, what's wrong with you? Why are you? If you know how to bring out your freaking side without looking awkward, men are going to dance to it. So every man wants a lady, a well put together, composed lady in the street, and a freak in the bedroom. That's what they want. Men want women who can participate during the act of lovemaking. It is not working. This is your good girl. They don't want it. They are telling you that's the signal they are sending to you that they want it, and you are getting that signal. But when they go out, they look for the bad girl. Why not be the bad girl for your man in the house? I hope it works. Then number 9, freshening up before coming to bed. You know, for some couples, they know that as soon as we take our bath and we spray certain perfume or cologne, it means that we want to make love. So if that works for you, you could actually try that. Okay, I'm checking my time now. All right. So, freshen up, you know. So some people would like, as soon as, before they go to bed, probably take their bath, brush their teeth, and spray setting like pheromone. I used to have pheromone. I used to sell pheromone. Pheromone is a cologne that I don't know if I've mentioned that on this show. Okay, so pheromone is like a perfume. It's very scarce. It's not so easy to get. I sell it actually. When you spray it, when a man is moving close, there are pheromones for men and there are pheromones for women. So when if you spray pheromone for women on your body, when a man is moving close to you, the man just want to eat you raw. It works. Pheromone works, but the fake, there are so many. And if you spray pheromone for men as a man, if you are moving, if you want to like get the attention of any lady, just go and get your pheromone. She will not be comfortable around you, because the pheromone is like a perfume, but it's the signal it will be sending, the smell is sexual and is sensual. All right, so some freshen up. So if you are the type that works for you, you could probably have a bottle of pheromone. You spray it, the man know that anytime I smell it might not even be pheromone. There's some sexy perfume that the man knows that anytime I smell this perfume, my wife wants something. Or the woman know that anytime I smell this perfume, my husband wants something. So if that works for you, you can try it. Then you could lean on your lingerie very close. I call it lean on your lingerie because I could say this is like, you know, put on, like it's very close to one of the points I mentioned before. So if you know that there is a particular lingerie that every time you want to make love, you know, some things like that, those are the things you wear. So anytime the man is seeing it, the man knows that something is about to happen. So you could get some special set of lingerie for love making. And if you can't verbalize it, you can't use any of these points. You could use it as a way of sending signal, you know, to make the guy know that anytime you see me wearing this, the guy know that something is about to happen. All right, number 11, give a massage. There is no easy, there is no easiest way. Somebody is telling you, don't make love to me, oh, I don't want to have sex. So you are begging, you are doing, some of you men that are begging, you are crying, you are doing this, just tell her, babe, lie down. Let me give you a massage. And then get the right, if you want them, ask me for it. Get the right massage oil. There's some massage oil when you put on a woman body and you massage her. You don't need to ask for the sex. She will be the one to say, please come now. Do you understand? So instead of begging, divert your energy to be creative. Massage. So some men that are even complaining of erectile dysfunction, if you have a woman who is very good with massaging, by the time she lays you down, you know, massage you from your, by the time she does all that, the erection will spark up by itself. All right, so give a massage. It's a very good way to set the mood, to ask, you know, to make the move when you want sex without saying it. And finally, which is my number 12 point, learn to gracefully accept rejection. It might not sound like part of the point, but this is very important. It is okay for lovemaking to be interesting, people should be able to get involved. It is not all right for always be having sex and all the time you're always forcing your partner to do it. It is not okay. You won't even enjoy it. As much as possible, I don't actually encourage couples to reject their partner. I used to tell women who use sex as a weapon, I believe, if I say women who use sex as a weapon, they are witches. Because your only weapon to fight your man is sex. It's not right, really. I don't think it's right. You know that thing at that point, the man could even cry. The man will feel dejected, and you will still do it. You don't even care. It's not fair. As much as rejection is terrible, at the same time, people still have the right to say yes or no. So, as individual, I think it's very important to end this particular topic on that note, that you should learn to accept rejection. If the person doesn't want you, respect his or her opinion. All right? Thank you. That's all about how to make the first move in bed. I hope you find something that works for you out of this 12 points that I've been able to mention. I will be going on a short break, and by the time I come back, I will be picking your calls, listening to your opinions, and answering your questions. Also, if there's anything that is bothering you in your relationship, in your marriage, in your sex life, especially, that you need help and you need to talk to a professional, all right, your radiotherapist is right here. Call me now, ask me your questions, and let's roll together.